company you keep is the soil in which your dreams either flourish or wither. Friends, listen closely. Your life is a garden, and every person around you is either planting seeds of growth or scattering weeds of distraction and decay. The power to cultivate your destiny lies not just in your ambitions or talents, but in your decisions about who remains in your inner circle. If you want to protect your home, your mind, your spirit, your purpose, from the creeping vines of negativity, you must be courageous enough to prune away those whose presence stifles your growth. This is not a matter of cruelty. It is an act of stewardship for your own life. Today, I challenge you to recognize and cut out 5 kinds of people from your life. Those who drain your energy, cloud your vision, and compromise your peace. 1. The constant critic. There is a difference between constructive feedback and relentless criticism. The critic, who never believes in your potential, who mocks your dreams instead of nurturing them, is a poison to your confidence. Protect your spirit by limiting exposure to voices that dim your light. 2. The energy vampire. Some people thrive on drama, chaos, and negativity. They suck the joy and peace from your days, leaving you exhausted and anxious. You must cultivate your spiritual awareness daily. Recognize when energy is being drained and consciously reclaim it through boundaries and self-care rituals. 3. The false friend. A true friend celebrates your victories and supports you in failure. The false friend envies your progress and betrays your trust. Daily discipline in evaluating relationships is key. Ask yourself, does this person build me up or break me down? 4. The dream stealer. These are the voices that tell you you can't, you won't, or it's impossible. They plant seeds of doubt that grow into forests of fear. Your daily practice must include reaffirming your vision and nurturing your inner faith in your potential, no matter how loud the naysayers. 5. The complacent companion. If you are committed to growth, you cannot remain stagnant with those who resist change. Complacency breeds mediocrity. Surround yourself with those who stretch your mind and spirit. Be intentional about your associations. Choose growth over comfort every single day. 6 key principles to protect your home and empower your spirit. Daily self-reflection. Take time each day to assess who influences your thoughts and emotions. Awareness is the first step to transformation. Set boundaries with courage. Protect your mental and emotional space as fiercely as you protect your physical home. Saying no is a form of self-love. Practice inner discipline. Develop daily rituals that strengthen your mind and spirit. Meditation, journaling, focused breathing, or mindful walking to build resilience against negativity. Reaffirm your vision every morning. Remind yourself why you are on this journey. Let your purpose be a shield against discouragement. Choose empowering connections. Seek out those who inspire, challenge, and elevate you. Relationships should add value, not subtract it. Commit to consistent growth. Understand that spiritual and personal development is not a one-time event, but a lifelong practice that demands daily action. Every day, we go through many moments, some good, some bad, some confusing. But how often do we really stop and think about those moments? How often do we take time to look inside ourselves and understand what we are feeling, what we are thinking, and what is happening in our lives? This is what daily self-reflection is all about. It means making a habit of looking within honestly and carefully to understand ourselves better. Self-reflection is like holding a mirror to your mind and heart. It helps you see things clearly, not just on the outside, but deep inside where your true feelings, thoughts, and desires live. When you take time every day to do this, you start to notice patterns, things that help you grow and things that hold you back. Imagine if you never checked the weather before leaving your house. Sometimes you might get caught in rain without an umbrella, or if you never checked your car's fuel, you might get stuck on the road. Self-reflection works in a similar way for your inner world. If you don't check in with yourself, you might get overwhelmed by emotions or make choices that don't serve your best interest. The first step in this daily habit is to find a quiet moment. It could be in the morning before starting your day, during a break, or before going to sleep. The important thing is to set aside a few minutes just for you, without distractions. This is your time to be honest with yourself. Start by asking simple questions. How am I feeling right now? What thoughts are running through my mind? Did anything happen today that made me happy or upset? These questions might seem small, but they open the door to understanding your inner world better. When you answer these questions, don't rush or judge yourself. Sometimes you might feel tired or sad. Other times you might feel proud or excited. All feelings are important because they tell you something about your needs and experiences. Accept whatever you find without trying to change it immediately. This acceptance is the foundation of self-awareness. As you continue this practice, you might notice certain feelings or thoughts coming back often. Maybe you feel anxious before a big task, or maybe you realize that a certain person's words hurt you more than you thought. These observations are valuable clues. They tell you where to focus your energy for improvement or where to set boundaries for your peace. Daily reflection also helps you understand your actions. Did you react calmly or angrily in a difficult situation? Did you speak kindly or harshly to someone? Looking back on your day, even the small things, helps you learn about your habits and how you interact with others. It's also important to think about your goals during this time. Are the things you are doing every day bringing you closer to what you want in life? Or are you spending time on distractions that don't matter? Reflection helps you stay on track and adjust your course when needed. Many people find it helpful to write down their reflections in a journal. Writing makes your thoughts clearer and helps you remember important lessons. You don't need fancy words or long paragraphs. Just write what comes to your mind. Over time, you will have a record of your growth and the challenges you faced. Sometimes, daily reflection might bring up difficult feelings like guilt, fear, or sadness. This is normal. Facing these feelings is part of the healing process. When you understand why you feel this way, you can start finding ways to heal and move forward. Self-reflection is not about being perfect. It's about being real with yourself. It's a way to learn and improve bit by bit, day by day. Even small changes can make a big difference in your life when you do them consistently. Another benefit of this daily habit is that it increases your awareness of the people around you. When you understand yourself better, you become more sensitive to how others affect your feelings and energy. You might realize that certain relationships drain you or that some people inspire you. This awareness helps you make better choices about who to spend your time with. Reflection also sharpens your intuition, the quiet voice inside that guides you. When you are in tune with yourself, you can sense what is right or wrong for you more clearly. This helps protect you from negative influences and keeps your spirit strong. To help this practice become a habit, try linking it to something you already do daily. For example, after brushing your teeth, take a few deep breaths and check in with yourself. Or before you eat your meal, close your eyes for a moment and ask how you are feeling. Little moments like these add up and create a powerful routine. Remember, the goal is not to solve every problem right away. Sometimes just noticing your thoughts and feelings is enough. Other times, reflection will show you when action is needed. Maybe you need to forgive yourself or someone else, set a boundary, or change a habit. Your daily check-in will guide you on when and how to take those steps. As you continue this journey of self-reflection, you will find that your mind becomes calmer and clearer. Your emotions become easier to understand and manage. You will feel more connected to your true self and your purpose. This inner strength will protect your home, your mind and spirit, from the negativity that tries to enter. In the end, daily self-reflection is a gift you give yourself. It is the practice of knowing who you are, what you need, and how to grow. It empowers you to live intentionally, to make choices that serve your highest good, and to build a life filled with peace and purpose. So, take this time each day. Be patient and kind to yourself. Look inside honestly and without fear. You will be surprised at the wisdom you discover and the power you unlock when you listen to your own heart and mind. In life, one of the most important skills you can learn is how to protect yourself from things or people that drain your energy, harm your peace, or stop you from becoming the person you want to be. This protection comes from drawing clear lines about what you will accept and what you will not. These lines are called boundaries. Learning to set boundaries is not always easy, but it is necessary for your well-being and growth. It requires courage, the courage to stand up for yourself even when it feels uncomfortable or risky. Many people struggle with saying no because they worry about hurting others' feelings or causing conflict. Sometimes we fear being rejected or disliked if we don't agree to everything. But what often gets forgotten is that saying yes to everything and everyone can slowly break you down. It can fill your life with stress, frustration, and resentment. Without boundaries, you risk losing control over your own time, energy, and emotions. Setting boundaries means knowing what is right for you and having the confidence to communicate it clearly. It means deciding what behaviors or demands you will accept from others and which ones you will refuse. This is not selfish, it is self-respect. When you protect your own limits, you create space for peace, happiness, and growth. You are not responsible for how others react, only for being honest about your needs. The first step in this process is understanding your own limits. This takes self-awareness. Think about times when you felt overwhelmed, hurt, or exhausted. What caused those feelings? Was there a moment when someone asked too much of you or treated you unfairly? These moments show you where your boundaries need to be. Listen to your body and emotions because they send signals when something is wrong. Feeling tired, anxious, or angry can be signs that your limits are being crossed. Next, imagine how your life would improve if you made your limits clear. What would it feel like to say no without guilt? What would happen if you asked for respect and kindness from others? Picture the freedom of living on your own terms, where you protect your peace and energy. This vision will motivate you to take action. When it comes to actually setting boundaries, it helps to practice simple and direct communication. You don't need to explain yourself in long detail or make excuses. A clear, calm statement is powerful. For example, if someone asks you to do something you cannot, you can say, "I'm not able to do that right now." Or if someone speaks to you disrespectfully, you can say, "Please speak to me with respect." These statements do not need to be harsh or angry. They can be firm and kind at the same time. It's normal to feel nervous or guilty when you first start setting boundaries. Your mind might tell you that you are being rude or selfish. But remember, protecting your well-being is not wrong. Think of it like wearing a seatbelt. You use it to protect yourself, and you wouldn't feel guilty for doing so. Boundaries work the same way. They keep you safe and healthy. Sometimes people will push back when you set boundaries. They may try to make you feel bad or use guilt to get what they want. This is when courage matters most. You have to stand firm and remind yourself why you are doing this. Your peace and happiness are worth protecting. You don't have to argue or get angry. Simply repeat your boundary calmly and clearly. It's also important to remember that boundaries are a sign of healthy relationships. When you respect your own limits, you teach others how to treat you. True friends and loved ones will understand and honor your boundaries because they care about your well-being. If someone consistently ignores your limits or disrespects your needs, it may be a sign to rethink that relationship. Learning to set boundaries is a skill that gets easier with time. The more you practice, the more confident you become. You'll find that your stress decreases, your energy increases, and your relationships improve. You start to feel more in control of your life because you are making conscious choices about what you allow. It's helpful to start small. Choose one situation where you feel comfortable saying no or expressing a limit. It could be something simple, like not answering work emails after a certain time, or asking a friend not to borrow money if you're not comfortable. Practice saying your boundary kindly but firmly. Notice how it feels. You might be surprised at how freeing it is. Another part of setting boundaries is taking care of yourself in other ways. When you get enough rest, eat well, and spend time doing what you love, you strengthen your ability to say no when needed. Self-care fuels your courage and resilience. If you ever feel unsure about setting a boundary, ask yourself what you would tell a good friend in the same situation. Often, we are kinder to others than to ourselves. Give yourself the same kindness and permission to protect your own limits. Remember that boundaries are not just about protecting yourself from others. They also help you protect your own mind from harmful thoughts and feelings. For example, you can set a boundary by choosing not to dwell on negative self-talk or limiting beliefs. You decide what you allow inside your mind, just like you decide what you allow others to say or do around you. Finally, setting boundaries is an ongoing process. Your needs and limits may change as you grow and face new challenges. Be open to revisiting and adjusting your boundaries regularly. This flexibility shows strength, not weakness. It means you are continuously caring for yourself. In conclusion, learning to set boundaries with courage is one of the most powerful gifts you can give yourself. It is an act of love and respect that protects your peace, energy, and happiness. It helps you build healthier relationships and live a life true to who you are. Though it may feel difficult at first, with patience and practice, you will gain the confidence to say no when needed and yes to the things that truly matter. When you set these clear limits, you create a safe space inside yourself where your spirit can grow strong and your dreams can take root. This courage to protect your inner world is not only a shield against negativity, but also a bridge to your highest potential. You deserve this protection, and you have the strength to claim it. Living a good and successful life requires more than just wishing or hoping for things to get better. It calls for a special kind of strength that comes from inside you. This strength is about controlling yourself, your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. When you practice this kind of control every day, you build what many call inner discipline. Inner discipline is like training your mind and heart to stay focused, calm, and determined, even when things around you are difficult or distracting. Think of inner discipline as a muscle inside you. Just like your body gets stronger when you exercise, your mind and spirit get stronger when you practice control. It doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, patience, and effort, but the reward is great. When you have this kind of strength, you can face challenges with confidence, make better choices, and keep moving toward your goals without giving up. Many people believe that discipline means being strict or hard on yourself. But true inner discipline is not about punishment or fear. It is about respect for yourself and your dreams. It is about caring enough to keep working, learning, and growing, no matter how tough the road may be. It helps you avoid falling into habits that harm you, like procrastinating, complaining, or giving up too soon. Every day offers chances to practice this inner strength. It could be as simple as choosing to get up on time instead of sleeping longer, or deciding to focus on one task instead of getting distracted by your phone. These small choices add up. They teach your mind how to stay steady and your heart how to stay committed. Sometimes, practicing inner strength means managing your feelings. You might feel angry, sad, or scared, but instead of letting those feelings control your actions, you acknowledge them and choose how to respond. This doesn't mean ignoring or pushing away your emotions. It means understanding them, then deciding not to let them lead you to harmful behaviors or thoughts. A key part of this practice is setting daily routines. When you follow a plan every day, you train your mind to work consistently. For example, you might decide to spend a few minutes each morning focusing on your goals or taking deep breaths to calm your mind. These simple habits prepare you to face the day's challenges with a clear and strong mind. Inner strength also means being patient with yourself. Growth is not a straight line. You will make mistakes, and sometimes old habits will come back. Instead of getting frustrated or giving up, you remind yourself that each day is a new chance to improve. This kindness toward yourself builds lasting strength because it encourages you to keep trying. Another important part of inner strength is learning to say no to things that don't help you grow. This could mean refusing distractions that waste your time or avoiding people who bring negative energy. Saying no can be hard, especially if you worry about what others will think. But when you practice inner control, You know that protecting your focus and peace is more important than pleasing everyone else. Sometimes life throws unexpected challenges your way. Maybe you lose something important or face a difficult decision. Inner discipline helps you stay steady in those moments. Instead of panicking or giving up, you breathe deeply, think clearly, and take steps forward, even if they are small. This steady approach helps you solve problems better and keeps your spirit strong. Many people find it helpful to remind themselves of their purpose every day. When you connect with why you want to improve or what you want to achieve, you give your mind a strong reason to stay disciplined. This purpose acts like a light guiding you through tough times and distractions. Practicing control over your thoughts is another important part of inner strength. Thoughts are powerful. Positive thoughts can lift you up, while negative thoughts can bring you down. When you notice negative or harmful thoughts, you can choose to replace them with better ones. This might take effort at first, but over time, your mind will get better at focusing on helpful and encouraging ideas. It is also important to take care of your body. Your mind and body work together. When you eat well, exercise, and rest enough, your energy improves. This makes it easier to stay disciplined. If you are tired or unhealthy, it's much harder to control your actions and thoughts. Sometimes, practicing discipline means learning to wait. We live in a world that wants everything quickly, but not everything worth having comes fast. Patience is part of inner strength. It teaches you to trust the process and keep working even when results are slow to appear. This long-term view helps you avoid frustration and stay committed. Inner discipline can also grow when you face temptation. Maybe it's the urge to give up on a goal, to act out of anger, or to avoid work. When you feel these urges, you can pause and ask yourself what you really want in the long run. This pause gives you the chance to choose the better path, even if it is harder in the moment. Another way to build this strength is to surround yourself with positive influences. This doesn't just mean people, but also books, music, or places that inspire you. When your environment supports your goals, it becomes easier to stay disciplined. Sometimes it helps to remember past successes. Think about times when you worked hard and achieved something. Remembering these moments boosts your confidence and reminds you that you are capable of staying strong. Practicing control also means forgiving yourself when things don't go perfectly. Everyone makes mistakes. What matters is that you learn from them and keep moving forward. This forgiving attitude prevents discouragement and helps you stay motivated. You don't need to be perfect. Inner strength is not about never failing. It is about getting back up every time you fall. It is about the daily effort to improve even if progress feels slow. Finally, inner discipline creates freedom. It may sound strange, but when you control your mind and actions, you actually feel freer. You are no longer a prisoner of your emotions, fears, or bad habits. Instead, you become the master of your life, making choices that bring peace, joy, and success. In the end, this strength inside you is a gift. It allows you to live with purpose and face life's challenges without being overwhelmed. It helps you protect your home, your mind and heart, from distractions and negativity. The more you practice every day, the stronger it becomes. And the stronger you become, the more you can achieve, the happier you feel, and the closer you get to the life you dream of. So, begin today. Take a small step toward training your mind and heart. Be patient, be kind to yourself, and keep going. Your inner strength is waiting to grow. Having a clear picture of what you want in life is very important. This picture is like a map that guides you on your journey. When you know where you want to go, it becomes easier to take steps in the right direction. But just having this picture once is not enough. Life is full of changes, distractions, and challenges that can make you forget or lose sight of your goal. That is why it is necessary to remind yourself of this picture often. To do this regularly is called reaffirming your vision. Reaffirming your vision means going back to your goals and dreams and refreshing your mind and heart with why they matter to you. It helps you stay focused and motivated, especially when things get tough or when you feel unsure about the next step. Without this regular reminder, it is easy to get lost in everyday worries, distractions, or even doubts. Your vision keeps you on the right path, but you have to keep looking at it. Every person's vision is unique. It might be a dream to build a better life for your family, to learn new skills, to help others, or to reach a personal goal. Whatever your vision is, it holds power because it comes from what matters most to you. It connects your daily efforts with something bigger than yourself. Sometimes people start their journey with a clear vision, but slowly lose their way because they forget why they started. When you stop thinking about your vision, you can feel tired or discouraged. You might even give up on things that once excited you. Reaffirming your vision gives you fresh energy and a new sense of purpose. It reminds you that your efforts are not wasted and that your dreams are still possible. To reaffirm your vision, begin by setting aside quiet moments regularly. This could be daily, weekly, or whenever you feel you need encouragement. In these moments, think deeply about what you want to achieve and why. Picture the life you want clearly in your mind. Imagine how it would feel when you reach your goal. These thoughts inspire you and fill you with strength. Writing down your vision can be very helpful. When you put your dreams and goals on paper, they become more real and clear. You can read your vision again whenever you need a reminder. Some people keep a vision journal or create a list that they look at every morning. Seeing your vision often helps it stay alive in your mind. It is also important to connect your vision with your values and what truly matters to you. When your goals match your values, your journey becomes more meaningful. For example, if kindness and honesty are important to you, your vision might include helping others or living with integrity. This connection makes your vision strong because it comes from your heart, not just from what others expect. Sometimes, when you reaffirm your vision, you might realize that your goals have changed. This is natural. People grow and learn new things, and their dreams can shift. Reaffirming your vision gives you the chance to adjust your goals so they fit better with who you are now. This keeps your path honest and true to yourself. Reaffirming your vision also helps you make better choices every day. When you know where you want to go, it becomes easier to say no to things that do not help you reach your goal. It gives you the power to focus on what is important and avoid distractions. This focus saves your energy and time, helping you move forward faster. Another benefit is that reaffirming your vision can reduce fear and doubt. When challenges come, it is easy to feel afraid or to question if your goal is possible. But when you remind yourself why you want something, those fears become smaller. Your vision acts like a light in the darkness, guiding you through tough times. Sharing your vision with trusted friends or family can also be encouraging. When others know what you want to achieve, they can support you, remind you of your dreams, and help keep you accountable. Talking about your vision can make it feel more real and create a sense of teamwork in your journey. Reaffirming your vision also invites gratitude. When you reflect on your goals, take a moment to appreciate how far you have come. Celebrate small victories and progress. Gratitude makes you feel good and strengthens your desire to continue. It reminds you that every step counts, even if the journey seems long. Sometimes it helps to use reminders around you that point to your vision. These could be pictures, quotes, or objects that inspire you. Seeing these reminders in your daily life can bring your vision back to your mind quickly and powerfully. It is natural to feel tired or lose motivation sometimes. But when you reaffirm your vision regularly, it helps you find your way again. It is like checking your map when you are on a long trip. Without checking, you might go off course without knowing it. Your vision keeps you connected to your purpose and makes your journey clearer. One way to make reaffirming your vision easier is to build it into your daily routine. For example, you can start your day by thinking about your goal or spend a few minutes before bed reflecting on your progress. Making it a habit helps your vision stay strong and alive. As you move forward, remember that your vision is a living thing. It grows and changes as you grow. By reaffirming it, you keep it healthy and strong. You remind yourself why you are working hard and what you are working toward. This constant connection gives you hope and energy. In the end, reaffirming your vision is a powerful tool for success and happiness. It helps you stay true to yourself and your dreams. It protects you from distractions and doubts. It fills you with courage and hope, so you can keep moving forward, step by step, toward the life you want. So, make it a practice to return to your vision often. See it clearly, feel it deeply, and let it guide you every day. Your vision is your compass, and by holding onto it firmly, you will find the strength and direction to reach your highest goals and live a meaningful life. The people we spend time with have a great influence on our lives. They can lift us up or bring us down, inspire us to grow or keep us stuck in old patterns. Because of this, it is very important to be careful about who we allow into our circle. Choosing to connect with people who support us and encourage us can make a big difference in how we feel, how we grow, and how far we go in life. Every relationship, whether with family, friends, or colleagues, carries energy. Some of this energy feels positive, hopeful, and strong. Other times, it can feel heavy, draining, or full of doubts. When you choose to spend your time with people who bring positive energy, you give yourself a gift. You create a space where your dreams and goals can grow. Empowering connections are relationships that help you become better, stronger, and happier. These are people who believe in you, even when you find it hard to believe in yourself. They encourage you to keep going when you want to stop. They celebrate your successes and help you learn from challenges. Being around them can make you feel safe, valued, and motivated. On the other hand, some connections can hold you back. These might be people who focus on problems instead of solutions, or those who bring constant criticism and negativity. Spending too much time with these influences can drain your energy and reduce your confidence. That is why it is important to recognize the kind of influence each person has on you. Choosing who to connect with is not always easy. Sometimes, people are part of your life because of family, work, or old habits. But even in these cases, you have some control. You can decide how much time and energy you give to certain relationships and what you allow to affect your mood and thoughts. One way to start choosing empowering connections is by paying attention to how you feel after spending time with someone. Do you feel inspired, calm, and happy? Or do you feel tired, worried, or doubtful? Your feelings are a clear sign of the energy you are receiving. Trust your instincts and try to spend more time with those who lift you up. It is also important to look for people who share your values and dreams. When you connect with others who want similar things, you create a strong foundation for support. You can share ideas, learn from each other, and work together toward common goals. This kind of connection feels natural and encouraging. Sometimes, empowering connections come from unexpected places. It might be someone you meet in a class, at work, or even online. Be open to new friendships and relationships. Sometimes, the people who challenge you in a kind way or offer a new perspective are the ones who help you grow the most. To build empowering connections, it helps to also be an encouraging person yourself. When you support others, listen carefully, and show kindness, you create a positive circle around you. People are more likely to return this support. Good relationships are like a garden. They need care, attention, and kindness to grow strong. It is okay to let go of relationships that harm your peace or stop you from growing. Ending or limiting time with people who bring negativity is a brave step toward protecting your well-being. This does not mean you have to cut off everyone or be harsh. You can simply choose to spend less time with those who drain your energy and more time with those who uplift you. Sometimes, empowering connections can challenge you to be better. They might give honest feedback or ask questions that make you think deeply. Though this can be uncomfortable, it is often helpful. These relationships push you out of your comfort zone and encourage growth. True friends want to see you improve and will offer this kind of support with care. Empowering connections also help you face difficult times. When life is hard, having someone who listens, understands, and supports you can make all the difference. They remind you of your strengths when you feel weak. They offer advice or simply hold space for you to heal. It is important to recognize that no one is perfect. Even empowering connections will have moments of difficulty, but the key difference is the overall energy and intention behind the relationship. If you feel mostly supported and respected, this connection is worth keeping. Technology has changed how we connect with people. While social media and messaging can help us stay in touch, they can also bring distractions or unhealthy comparisons. Be mindful of how your online relationships affect your energy. Choose to follow and interact with those who inspire and encourage you. Another way to build empowering connections is by joining groups or communities that focus on your interests or goals. Being part of a team or group with a shared purpose creates a sense of belonging and support. It also gives you opportunities to learn and grow together with others. Sometimes, simply asking for help or advice opens doors to new empowering connection. People often want to support others but wait for a chance to be invited. Don't be afraid to reach out. This courage can bring new friendships and valuable support. Choosing empowering connections is an ongoing process. As you grow and change, your needs and values may shift. You might find that some relationships no longer serve you, while new ones become important. Being open to change and aware of your feelings helps you keep the right people close. Being clear about your own goals and values also helps others understand how to support you. When you share what matters most to you, people can better encourage and help you. This clarity strengthens your connections and makes them more meaningful. Ultimately, the people you surround yourself with shape your life. Their words and actions influence your thoughts, emotions, and actions. By choosing connections that empower and inspire, you give yourself a chance to live fully and happily. So take time to think about the people in your life. Notice who makes you feel strong, hopeful, and motivated. Make space for those relationships and protect them with care. At the same time, gently distance yourself from those who bring doubt or negativity. Remember that empowering connections are not just about receiving support, but also about giving it. When you encourage others, listen well, and share kindness, you create a positive cycle that lifts everyone involved. As you grow stronger and more confident, you may also become a source of empowerment for others. This creates a community of care and encouragement, helping everyone reach higher. In the end, choosing the right connections is a powerful step toward a better life. It shapes how you see yourself, how you handle challenges, and how you reach your dreams. Surround yourself with people who believe in you and who inspire you to be your best. This choice is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself. Growth is one of the most important parts of a meaningful and successful life. It means becoming better, learning new things, and moving closer to the person you want to be. Growth doesn't happen all at once or by chance. It happens when you make a choice to keep improving every day, no matter how small the steps are. This choice is called commitment. When you commit to growth, you promise yourself that you will keep working on becoming better, even when things are hard or slow. Committing to growth means understanding that life is a journey, not a destination. You don't just wake up one day and say, "Now I am finished." Instead, you wake up each day ready to learn, to face new challenges, and to push yourself forward. This mindset helps you stay strong and focused even when you make mistakes or face setbacks. Many people want to grow, but they stop when things get difficult. They want fast results and lose patience when they don't see quick changes. True commitment to growth means accepting that change takes time. It means being patient with yourself and understanding that every effort, no matter how small, counts. When you commit to growth, you start to see every experience as a chance to learn. Even failures and mistakes become lessons that help you improve. Instead of feeling discouraged, you ask yourself, "What can I learn from this?" This attitude turns problems into opportunities and keeps you moving forward. Growth also means being open to change. Sometimes, you need to let go of old habits, beliefs, or ways of thinking that no longer serve you. This can be hard because it feels safe to stay in what you know. But true growth requires courage to step out of your comfort zone. When you do this, you open yourself up to new possibilities and better ways of living. Committing to growth involves setting clear goals. When you know what you want to improve or achieve, you have a direction to follow. These goals don't have to be big or perfect. Small, simple goals that you work on every day add up over time and lead to big changes. Writing your goals down helps keep them real and reminds you what you are working toward. Part of growth is developing good habits. Habits are actions we do regularly without much thought. When your habits support your goals, they make growth easier. For example, if you want to be healthier, building habits like eating well, exercising, and resting enough helps you get there step by step. Changing habits takes time and effort, but it is one of the most powerful ways to grow. Another important part of growth is learning from others. This can be through reading, listening, or spending time with people who inspire you. When you open your mind to new ideas and perspectives, you expand your understanding of the world and yourself. Growth is not just about what you know, but also about how you think and see life. Sometimes, growth requires asking for help. It is okay to reach out to others for advice, encouragement, or support. No one grows alone. When you accept help, you strengthen your ability to move forward. This also builds strong connections with others who care about your progress. Commitment to growth also means being honest with yourself. It means looking carefully at your strengths and weaknesses without hiding or making excuses. This honesty helps you know where to focus your effort. It takes courage to face your weaknesses, but doing so is necessary to grow. Growth includes developing your mindset. A strong mindset is like a tool that helps you handle difficulties with calm and confidence. It teaches you to believe in your ability to improve, even when things are tough. When your mindset is positive and flexible, you don't give up easily. You keep trying, learning, and improving. One way to stay committed to growth is to track your progress. This can be as simple as writing in a journal or keeping notes about what you have learned and how you have improved. Seeing your progress over time encourages you to keep going and shows that your efforts are paying off. It is also important to celebrate your successes, no matter how small. Recognizing your achievements gives you joy and motivates you to continue. When you feel proud of your progress, you build confidence and excitement for the future. Sometimes, growth feels uncomfortable because it asks you to face fears or change habits. This discomfort is normal and even necessary. It means you are stretching beyond your limits and becoming stronger. Instead of avoiding discomfort, learn to see it as a sign that you are growing. Committing to growth also means being flexible. Life can change quickly, and sometimes you need to adjust your goals or methods. Staying open to change helps you keep growing, even when things don't go as planned. Flexibility allows you to find new paths and solutions. Another part of growth is balance. While working hard to improve is important, you also need to rest and take care of yourself. Growth is not about pushing yourself to exhaustion, but about steady and healthy progress. Taking breaks and enjoying life helps you stay motivated and avoid burnout. Growth affects every part of your life. When you commit to it, you improve your relationships, your work, your health, and your happiness. You become a person who can handle challenges with courage and find meaning in your daily efforts. This commitment becomes a habit itself. The more you practice growing, the more it becomes part of who you are. It shapes your character and makes you stronger inside. You begin to see problems as chances to learn and keep moving forward. Remember that growth is a gift you give to yourself. It shows that you value your life and want to live it fully. By committing to growth, you choose hope over fear, action over doubt, and progress over staying the same. So, start today by making a promise to yourself to keep learning and improving. Take one small step toward your goal and keep going, even if the road is long. Trust that every effort counts and that you are capable of great things. Your commitment to growth is the key to unlocking your potential and living a life filled with purpose and joy. Keep this promise to yourself strong, and you will see how far you can go. Remember, growth is not a race. It is a lifelong journey. Every step you take, no matter how small, is a victory. When you commit to this path, you are choosing to become the best version of yourself. You are telling the world, and more importantly, yourself, that you will not settle for less than your fullest potential. So stand tall, keep your eyes on your vision, and move forward with courage and faith in your ability to grow. The future belongs to those who refuse to stop growing today. Make that choice, commit to yourself, and watch how your life transforms beyond what you ever imagined possible. The power to change, to rise, and to thrive is in your hands, now and always. Keep going, your best is yet to come.